I can always see what you're going through right now and how you feel. Because I already know you are either watching this at work or at home and you feel drained and tired and you just want to do what you want to do, but you feel you don't have the energy to do it and you feel like you're falling behind. And that was me until I started doing the 90-91 method, which is why I'm making a video about it in the first place. Hi, I'm Bubblenot, and if you don't know it, I'm a full-time teacher. And I post on YouTube, and I have an Instagram account, and I have a Pinterest, and I have a TikTok, and I also do art market pop-ups. I'm trying to start a tutoring business, and I'm writing a children's book. Isn't that crazy? So I think if anyone can realistically be like, yeah, this method works for me, and you believe them, it's me, because I'm a full-time teacher. I used to feel like I was falling behind on my goals, that I wasn't going to achieve them, that maybe I should even just give up on them because I didn't have the energy, or at least I thought I didn't have the energy to dedicate any time to anything. I just thought I would work, come home, totally brain fog it out, somehow get dinner inside me, and then get sad because I would fall asleep and repeat it. And mind you, I love my job. I do. But I also want time to dedicate to my passions, and I'm sure you want that too. So let's talk about the 90-91 method and actually help you start to achieve your goals because it's never too late. Let's get started right now. It all starts with Robin, who wrote the 5 a.m. Club, where he talked about the 90-91 method. This method has been changed and talked about through a lot of time, but the basics of it is that for 90 days, you'll spend 90 minutes focusing on one thing. That's it. Easiest thing in the world, and I know that you can do it. I can already hear you through the screen because I said the same thing of, dude, 90 minutes? I'm already tired. Like, what are you talking about? But then I had to give myself some tough love. I'm gonna give it to you too. Your dreams, your aspirations, what you want to achieve in life, it's hard. If it wasn't hard, a lot of people would have done it before you, but they haven't because it's not easy. Your passions, your dreams, your hobbies, they deserve the time that you're able to give them. I know that 90 minutes sounds like a lot, but it's also not. Let's say that you get home at 5 p.m., right? You maybe eat dinner for like max an hour, maybe you make it, and then you fall asleep at 10 p.m. That's 3 hours that you spent watching TikToks and scrolling Instagram or watching a Netflix series, which if you're feeling sick, that's fine. That's fine. But imagine how good you feel if you'd spent 90 minutes of those 3 hours working towards your long-term goals and how proud you would feel that you achieved that. You can do that. I know that you can. So let's be realistic. First thing you need to do right now, I mean, grab a pencil and paper or anything you can, a sticky note, a napkin, and write down when you get home. And I'm assuming you're working a full-time job. After you have the time when you come home, write down what you need to do, such as cooking. Maybe you want to get in some cleaning. Maybe you want to take care of your pets, right? Block that in. And then find 90 minutes. I don't care when. You just need to have 90 minutes. And also, it doesn't need to be set in stone. Let's say that you get home and you have no responsibilities to do that day because someone else stayed home and got them done for you. You can start your 90 minutes earlier. It doesn't always have to be at like 7 p.m. Let's say you got home early from work and everything just went flying colors and now suddenly your afternoon begins at 5 p.m. Do your 90 minutes then. It doesn't need to be set in stone. But at a minimum, right now, give yourself a guaranteed block of when you would do those 90 minutes. Now that you have that done, step 2, write down what you want to achieve. Just brainstorm. Fill out a whole page right now of just what you want to do. For example, I already have a YouTube video on here that I wrote down for 2025 of my 3 main goals I want to achieve before January 2026 comes. For example, I want to host my first live show. I want to have my Shopify updated and ready to go because I hadn't even launched at the time. Now I have because of the 90-91 method, but at the time I hadn't had that launched yet. And I also want to publish my first children's book. Now when you have that done, when you go home today and that time comes where it's time for you to spend 90 minutes on your goal, think about your list and think about one thing you can do in that very moment to get closer to your goal. For example, my first thing when it came to write my children's book, like yesterday, was okay, I need to make my rough draft of all my haikus. I need to plan out what I want on each page and what each haiku will be for each page. And I did that. And it's going to go by so fast. I sat at my computer. I put classical music on. I had my sketchbook, which literally wrote out all my stuff for the children's book on there. And I typed it all up. And it was hard at first. And this challenge, or more should be a lifestyle, is hard at first. It feels long, but here's how it's going to go. The first 30 minutes, you're not really going to notice because you're like, I'm starting. I am figuring out what I'm even going to do. I'm figuring out my one thing and I'm grinding on it. And then you're going to get to 45 minutes and you're going to go, oh my gosh, this is like kind of long. Like, this is like a long amount of time. I'm going to keep going. I told myself I would. And then you're going to pass that 60-minute mark. And suddenly, it's a time crunch to get done what you were working on. I went from I'm going to start my draft to I'm going to finish my draft before this 90-minute session is up so that I can send it to my friends so they can proofread it. And true, you don't need to finish the one thing you started in that first 90-minute session, but that time crunch made me want to. And so it just, dude, it fully surpassed what I thought this method could even be. It went from another possible productivity hack that everyone talks about amongst all the other ones they talk about, and it became something that just actually works when you just use it. As simple as it is. Just do 90 minutes a day on one thing. So, I took up enough of your time. If you're ready to get started, get started. And I vote to hold yourself accountable. Leave a comment right now saying, hey, I'm going to try the 90-91 method. Here's my long-term goal. And then in 7 days, reply to yourself and tell me, what did you achieve? What did you do? Did it work for you? And if not, tell me why so that I can make another video to help you figure out that why and to get you where you want to go. Because you deserve that, and I adore you, and you got this.